So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bale. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Played in with purpose. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
He shifted it to the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Rijkaard. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well, that's beautifully... Rummenigge! In for the pieces!
Paraguay would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. That has not gone well. Van Bommel conjures time and space where few can.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, good spread. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Hullet. Van Bommel. Boca Juniors look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Chance here to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And he shoots! Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Not the most accurate pass. Bale. Van Bommel. Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Romario. Now it's Schneider. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pirlo. Rijkaard. Pirlo. Vieira. It's Vinicius Junior. Very nicely done. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great defending, strong and determined. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just...
He's had a shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Oh, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Puyol. Paraguay are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bale. Neymar. Lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he was quick to react. Schneider. And it's Neymar. Bale gets into a good position. And there's the end of the first half.
Paraguay would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Cambio.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Great, and the finish! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Distributed tidily. Ambitious ball here. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Paraguay are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, it's played into the area. Shot, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he was alert to it. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released.
Can he finish? Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Paraguay go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a mighty effort! They've done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and
the shot! Really well taken goal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And now he has two. Boca Juniors get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's managed to get free.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Neymar. Bale. And this is Neymar. And this is Pelé. That's a sharp pass. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Shoots! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Paraguay take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Searching pass he's played there. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Pelé. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Pelé. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, there's a probing ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Messi. Could move up a gear here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pelé. Has a look and plays it forward. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Haaland, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Gullit. Pelé. And this is Van Basten. And he was alert to it. Messi. Well, they can break here. Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Zanetti. Ball played for Rijkaard. Makelele. Played out to the left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Searching pass he's played there. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the pass is intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lahm takes on his marker. Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And it's Messi. Still goalless at the moment. Messi. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's had a hit! Oh, it's come loose. Nice interception, well timed. Pele, out to the left it goes. Makelele. Now it's Pele. To Roberto. Pele. And it's Sneijder. Sneijder going face to face with his great rival. And it's Makelele. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking to go deep. That's good play. Zanetti. That's really nicely. Great chance! Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. And reclaimed it in a trice. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! About as smooth as it gets! And it's Paraguay who take the lead!
Gol de Paraguay, convertido en el minuto 39.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's Van Basten! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was the crispest of hits, and he just crashed it in.
I think he was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Boca Juniors grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Over to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thuram. It's Roberto. And that interception was most necessary. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Señoras y señores, estamos por anunciar los números del sorteo de hoy. Miren la pantalla si tienen un boleto. Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 21. Número 24.
Paraguay get the second half
Javier
going.
Zanetti. Entran número 11.
Oh, good read.
Número
That was
7.
well played,
Se está
well
realizando
stopped.
un cambio.
Schneider really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Makaleli. Paraguay do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Dink through. Danger averted for now. Pele. And it's Neymar. Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Pele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, easy pickings there. David Villa. He is through here. Villa's cross. Vieira can get it clear. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's very neat. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's there to make the challenge. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Lovely, now then. He's away! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Schneider! And the ball's come loose here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted... And the shot! They've scored! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Paraguay are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. Back into the middle. Makalele with the slide tackle there.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Triol. Now, can they get him away? The defence opting here for strength in numbers. It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And this is Messi. Makalele. Neymar. Closing in on goal. Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Triol makes the interception. And it's Neymar.
Boca Juniors really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Neymar. I think we're just about done here. No way through, so back it comes. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That is it. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Paraguay proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Paraguay clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
And with that, it's time for me to...